I don't talk about food on this channel, and there's a couple of reasons why. It's not because I don't like food, it's not because I can't appreciate food. I definitely can appreciate those things, but it is the least of my priorities. But let me explain. So if you guys didn't know, Toronto is actually one of the most diverse cities in the world. So, you know, New York, it's the city that never sleeps. London is a place where you can get great curry. But Toronto is where there's over 160 languages spoken here, which means that there's millions and millions of different food types that you can get here in this city. Whoa! It's like Times Square, but it doesn't have the stigma of Midtown in New York. Everybody hates Midtown in New York. You know, I've actually eaten from these guys before, but they're not as good as my usual hot dog guy. I have a hot dog guy. There's one that's just outside of the Rogers Center or the Sky Dome, and there's another one that's right outside Robarts Library. Those ones are the best hot dogs in the city. I think it's been about a year since the last time I've seen this building, which is kind of weird since I used to see it every day. Thank you, white van. So the area that we're starting off with is the annex. Now I used to live right here. I used to live here on Bloor Street on the second floor, just over there. I've lived here for over 12 years, and the culinary opportunities are just as good as anywhere else around the world. For example, French crepes. French crepes have been a staple in terms of French desserts, and this spot here is my favorite French crepe place in the city.
Comment ça va? How are you?
Ça va très bien. I know French.
You can understand. Bonjour. Comment ça va? How are you? And which one did you want?
Véronique.
Veronique. So Veronique has brie cheese, strawberries, baby spinach.
My favorite crepe place in the city.
Your favorite because you didn't go through the whole menu.
What are you talking about?
You go through the whole menu. And then you can say that this is your favorite because most people say they don't know which one to choose after they try.
One of the biggest cliches about food videos is that, you know, you have to pretend like you always think everything is absolutely amazing. Not what we're doing here today. The food was amazing, I already ate it because I forgot to film it. It was that good. One of my favorite cafes in the city. They serve the best cakes here in the city. This is called Futures Cafe on Bloor Street. Am I silhouette? No. Okay, well, halfway filming this video, this battery died on the boosted board. Kind of sucks. Oh, this is new too. One of the new places that have opened up in the annex in the last year, I think in the last year, is this place called Eva's Original Chimney. They bring desserts from Budapest, I believe, Hungary desserts. And we're here to kind of show you guys what that looks like. What is the most amazing cone you have possible here?
It really depends on what your tastes like, truthfully.
Okay, I like fruits.
Okay, so if you like fruits, the lemon berry mascarpone is amazing. The white chocolate raspberry cheesecake is nice. That has like a nice tart from the freeze-dried raspberry, and then a little bit of sweet with the white chocolate, and then our house-made raspberry drizzle is also quite nice. That goes with it. And then there's a layer of our cheesecake, which we make ourselves inside the cone.
I also didn't introduce you on camera. Sorry,
okay.
But you say hi.
Okay, hi, I'm Kristen Butler, and I am the co-owner of Eva's Original Chimneys, and my husband, Justin Butler, is my partner.
Cool. Let's do whatever you said. Okay, so this is a Hungarian dessert, but I was gonna explain it, but I don't really know what the history is, so I'll just let you explain it.
This is a freshly baked Hungarian pastry. Traditionally, it's served without ice cream. However, a lot of people wanted it with ice cream, so all we did was change the shape of the Hungarian pastry into a cone and fill it with ice cream. And we use the best premium soft serve you can find and all house-made toppings.
It's really good. This is really, really good. If you guys are in Toronto, if you're in the Annex, this is one of the places you definitely need to check out. I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Other areas of the city. This is the Koreatown? Korean district? Koreatown. I think it's called Koreatown. A couple of my favorite places in Koreatown are these guys right here. Oh, did I pass it? Imone, this one that has that symbol. This one is also Sunrise is pretty good. Did I pass it? This guy here is one of my favorite restaurants. Bukchang BCD is I think what it's called in New York. I think it's the same guy. But this guy is the one I was looking for. I saw that there was some video online where there's like 8 million views about a poop cafe. It's in Taiwan or something, and I figured that this guy right here is pretty much the exact same thing as the one in Taiwan. So we're gonna take a peek. Huh?
You're doing a black?
Yeah. This is the poop cafe. Oh, that's pretty cute. It's just too bad I don't have enough time to actually I don't have actually time to wait in line. So, thank you guys for the tips, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers guys. Bye.
Follow me.
Alright, there you go. Whew. That's the poop. That's my first time inside there. I didn't know what the food's gonna be like. If you guys want me to go visit back there, you know, leave a comment. Alright, but I don't know if you can tell, but right now it's snowing pretty heavily. The board does not do very well in snow. If there's anyone from Toronto watching, you're wondering what happened to Honest Eds, this is what it looks like now. The biggest problem with this board right now is that it constantly needs power. Where's my extended battery boosted? It takes roughly about 45 minutes to recharge. Okay, just finished charging. It's about 45 minutes later. Now I'm in a rush because I have to finish filming by 6. I have to head back home up to Markham. So if you are from Toronto and you have a favorite restaurant, leave a comment below. I know that I haven't been everywhere. I have my favorites. I majorly stick to restaurants in the downtown core or in, I guess my parents' area, Markham region. But I always want to hear more about some places around the city. Okay, so that's it for me. Venus just scored some tickets to the Justin Timberlake concert tonight. Tickets are going for like $20. What the hell is happening here? And I guess that is the plan. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Anyone wondering where and when is that Justin Timberlake concert? That happened over a month ago. I filmed this episode over a month ago. What's actually happening tonight though is the Toronto FC, the Toronto Football Club, is going to be fighting against Mexico, America's club from in the Champions League, North America League. If they win tonight's match, they go on to the Champions League final, and if they win the Champions League final match, then they go off against one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I'm talking football, I really mean soccer. So 2 more wins and suddenly Toronto is in the same league as FC Barcelona, Real Madrid. Teams from all the top teams from all over the world are going to be fighting against each other in the FIFA Club World Cup. The FIFA Club World Cup, which is not really a thing in North America because, you know, we never have, no team in the American leagues have ever made it that far into the world stage. So here's fingers crossed for tonight. But I also wanted to answer 3, if you wanted like the, ow, that hurt. Okay, so these are the 3 bullet point reasons why I don't really want to talk about food on this channel. 1, 99% of the dishes out there around the world I can probably get in Toronto. Now, if it's something like a very specific French dish that's only served in Lyon, France, then fine, I'll go ahead and try it because that's something that's unique. But if it's something that's really, really common, generally most of the time I don't really give a shit. 2, I find that food channels typically are not very authentic and they're not very real. 99% of the time, all the food has to be either amazing or all the food has to be absolutely horrible. It's not really that middle ground where you go, and if it's then it's not really worth talking about, right? So I really don't find that food is something that's... No, I can appreciate good dishes, I can appreciate bad dishes, but typically I don't really find that type of content that interesting. And this is probably the biggest reason why I don't talk about food in this channel. When I'm traveling all around the world, the first thing, and I'm paying for my own like trips and things, the first thing I always cut is food in terms of the cost of everything. And the reason is because I'd rather spend the money on traveling more or doing bucket list items as opposed to spending it on food. It's a part of, as someone that's trying to be budget conscious while I'm traveling, that's the first thing I always cut. Food and alcohol are the things I cut, and then I move on to doing like really, really fun stuff that I can film for you guys. Alright, so that's it. I am going to watch the game. The game's going to start in half an hour, so I'm going to get started on that, but I will see you guys later. Bye.